5,000 years before Aegon's landing, Westeros was in chaos. The Andals, under the banner of the Seven-Pointed Star, waged a war of conquest against the native children of the forest and their First Men allies. Yet, while petty kingdoms rose and fell in the west, far to the east, an empire was emerging, a state so mighty they would conquer the world, a people so powerful they were allied with dragons. As legend tells it, these were once a peaceful, sheep-herding people, living in the mountainous countryside of the Valyrian Peninsula. Their rise to power began when the herders discovered a nest of dragons. The dragons lived deep within the 14 Fires, a great chain of volcanoes extending across the land. With the aid of magic, they bonded with the dragons and were able to command them. With this new source of strength, they founded the city of Valyria and declared it their capital. The ancient city was said to have dragons peacefully soaring above great towers. Legendary smiths of the Valyrian freehold had used magic to create weapons of unnatural strength. Valyrian steel soon became the most prized metal in all the world. As the reach and influence of Valyria grew, wars erupted. At the time, the Giscari Empire, with its far-reaching borders, was the greatest power in the continent. 5 wars were fought between the established and emerging empires. Yet in the end, the Valyrian people with their magic and dragons were victorious. It is said that after the last war, the Valyrian armies destroyed the capital city of the Giscari Empire, slaying its people and turning the city to ash with dragon fire. They then salted the fields, ensuring nothing would ever grow again. As old Giscari fell and the Valyrian freehold expanded westward, they threatened the sovereignty of the Rhoynish cities found along the great river Rhoyne. Prince Garin the Great raised an army of 250,000 to oppose the Valyrians, but they were destroyed and scattered by the dragon army. Nymeria, a Rhoynish queen, led the survivors on 10,000 ships across the narrow sea. They settled in Dorne of southern Westeros. The queen formed a marriage alliance with Lord Mors Martell, and together they unified the kingdom. On a ship flying the banner of the Valyrian freehold, sailing the narrow sea, there is a mutiny. The slaves, rowing below deck, revolt against their oppressive Valyrian masters. They take the ship north and settle in a lagoon amongst the mountains. There they would found the city of Braavos and keep it secret for 100 years. Though the territory of the Valyrian freehold never reached the Westerosi mainland, the noble family Targaryen annexed a small island off the eastern coast of the continent. They named it Dragonstone. Though the exact nature of the doom was unknown, it was believed to originate in the 14 Fires, the great chain of volcanoes where the Valyrians first found their dragons. The destruction laid waste to the city of Valyria, wiping out the dragons and shattering the peninsula, leaving only a series of islands. With the Valyrian government gone, the cities of Essos began to break away. The following century came to be known as the Bleeding Years. New powers emerged, wars were fought, chaos and blood. Yet not all of the Valyrian freehold was lost. Off the coast of southern Westeros, on the island of Dragonstone, far from the doom of Valyria, the Targaryen family remained, strong and in possession of 3 dragons, possibly the only dragons to be spared from the doom. In the years after the doom, many of the free cities pled for the Targaryens to bring their dragons east and unify the territory. Yet the ambitious Aegon Targaryen set his eyes on greater glory. With 3 dragons and 1,600 soldiers, he went west, with the aim of conquering Westeros.